Georgetown, Texas real estate stats look like they hit the snooze button. Let me show you what I mean. September 25 compared to September 24. More sales year over year. That's always a good thing, about 4% more. Not dramatic, but more home closings in September versus September a year ago. Why? I think it's because of the interest rate changes. It prompted some people to get off the fence. The rest of the stats aren't quite the same. Now, it is negligible. Let me repeat that. Negligible. Small percentage changes up and down are what we've been seeing for a few months. For a long time before that, a couple of years, we've been seeing substantially negative stats, meaning a correcting market. But it looks like we're stabilizing. Even though you're going to see some negative stats here, don't let it throw you off. We're still stabilizing, and it looks to me like 26 is going to be a pretty positive year for Georgetown, Texas real estate. Average price of just over $500,000, by the way. I'm going to show you in a little bit why that's not something you should absolutely take for granted. It did take longer to sell homes in the summer of 2025 because the average closing time in September was 95 days. Now, this is a little more substantial than a negligible change, but it's really the only one. Now, that's a 0.4%, not 40%. Buyers paid about 0.4% farther away from asking. Again, a negligible stat. We see stats very close to what they were a year ago. Whether it's a little bit negative, a little bit positive, it means we're in a stabilizing market. Again, another negligible stat, about 0.5%. This means homeowners change their prices about 0.5% more than they did a year ago before they saw their home sell. That's on the average, of course. Some owners never changed their price at all. Some changed it much more than 0.5%. And of course, I do have to point this out. I do every time I do a stats video. Homeowners that don't have to change their price, meaning they priced properly to begin with, make more money at closing, sell faster, and get closer to asking. It's as simple as that. I know it's hard not to want to get as much as you can. You can want to get as much as you can and price properly because that means you will get as much as you can. But if you try to get more and have to lower your price, you will end up getting less money at closing. It's proven in study after study, stat after stat. Now, I've said over and over and over, even in the introduction on our YouTube channel, that Georgetown consists of some micro markets, several markets within a market. So if I tell you, hey, the average price in Georgetown did this, it may not apply to you because, as you can see, new homes performed a little better. They only decreased less than 2% year over year, whereas 55 plus homes decreased 6% year over year. So if we're in Georgetown, Texas, we're in the same market, but we're not in the same market. You see, homes on an acre or more actually increase their average price. Now, that doesn't mean, wait a minute, those are going up really fast. It's a very small pool of data for 1 acre plus homes compared to the overall Georgetown market. So we saw some of the more expensive acreage homes sell, which means that the average price would go up. And resale homes in typical subdivisions in Georgetown, Texas saw about a 4.63% decrease in average price over a year ago. So when you put all those together, Georgetown overall was 2.62% less for an average price than a year ago. But you can see the wild discrepancies between the types of market within Georgetown. And there is about a 5-month supply of homes on the market. That is considered normal. As a matter of fact, statistically, it's edging into a seller's market. But we all know that's not the case. We are acting very much like a buyer's market, no doubt about it. But let me show you a couple things. First of all, 5 months inventory is indicative of a normal market. Always has been. But the list to sell ratio is 96.5%. You know what a normal market is? 97%. So we're not in the same kind of market we were a year ago. We're in a stabilizing, normalizing market. And most of the stats actually reflect that. The fact that they don't all reflect that is okay, because there was a time not too long ago when none of them reflected it. So the fact that we're seeing some stats point toward a normal market is a really good sign. I did throw another video up here. It shares a very powerful home selling secret you've probably never heard. We're actually going to share several of those secrets with you. Like this video if you get a chance, That helps us out a lot with YouTube. And subscribe if you'd like to see more. We do put videos up consistently about Georgetown, Texas real estate. Remember, it's your choice, so make it a powerful day. May the Lord bless you and keep you.